All right, hello and welcome everybody. We're going to be doing this, finishing up this painting. And this painting is a multi-part series where I'm painting these figures here. And let's see, it doesn't show me, I can't tell if I'm live on YouTube. So I'm using this this app for the first time, and it's hard to see where I'm streaming from. So now here we go. All right, what is up? How are ya? Mr. C, Mr. Corey. How you doing? I'm testing out a new streaming service here. So one thing I don't like about the horizontal streaming is you can see my whole living room, or pretty much like half of my living room. But I do like the streaming, horizontal streaming, because it lets me see what's going on. But let me see if I can actually follow myself on Kick. Like, it's good to know if I'm streaming properly or not. Let's see, the one-time code. So I'm using an app called Prism Studio. You can see all my facial hair and pimples right up close with this format. All right, so let me see. Am I gonna get this one-time code? Give me my one-time code. There we go. All right, so you can see my shirt and my hair really up close. Looks wacky. All right, cool. So let's get started. We're just chatting here. What am I using? Switch to horizontal format. So can I set up another camera? Yeah, I can. Can I set up another camera? No, I only have this one. Right now, as of right now, I only have this one available. I mean, I have two phones, but only one of them is available for streaming. My other phone's a bit older, and I can't really handle a high level of streaming. So I'm going to pop open some of my art supplies right now. I'm going to pop these open. And let's keep this stream preview on. But yeah, Prism Studio. So yeah, technically I could set up another camera, but I'm not going to, just because I need my other phone just to use for like random purposes. Scout, stop eating all this stuff. Stop chewing on this stuff, dude. My kitten's a cat cam. Yeah, I should get another cat camera. Maybe next time. But let's get started on this painting, shall we? We're going to grab a couple brushes here. 1 brush, 2 brush, 3 brush, 4 brush, and let's see, a 5th brush. We want one more. Here we go. And grab some of our cleaning supplies here, just a couple of rags. And now what we got to do is that we got to pick our next person who we're going to do this painting of here. But yeah, cat cam would be a great idea. But let's see. So we're on drawmensfw, r/drawmensfw. So we're gonna do these adult paintings here. And let's find someone who's verified. Oh, my settings. Let me see. preferences. I don't need to blur images. Account. Draw me NSFW. So here we go. Can I raise the camera? It's cutting the top part for the camera. Oh yeah, I guess you do want to see the whole canvas, right? Because I'm going to be painting on the bottom. So I'm trying to like get a little bit of both. I'm trying to get both in right now. So I guess like the bottom half, as I'm painting, I think it's worthwhile doing the There's this one person who keeps posting photos, but she doesn't respond to anybody who she doesn't respond to anyone who actually does these drawings of her. So like, I can't say I'm a big fan of that. Let's see. Just trying to find the right photo. I'll go with this person. They're verified. All right, let's save this photo. Possibly this other person, because I really like the pose, but it doesn't seem that they like to, you know, thank the other artists for working. So I feel like I have to, in what's that? In solidarity with the other artists. I cannot, you know, I feel like I can't draw this person because otherwise they, I don't know, they're not thanking them. Solidarity. So let's see. I'm just going to go through some other posts. Yeah, see, they have an entire, there was 10 artists that made drawings of this one model for free, and she didn't send a single thank you to any of them. I feel like I can't support that. Although she does good photos, interesting poses. Yeah, I can't. I don't think so. Oh well. This is solidarity with artists. And let's pick this one. And let's get started here. Trying to figure out how I can put them into this pose. Maybe I have to make this a lot smaller. This image. They're starting to look like some crazy creatures the way I altered them with the extra swooshes. Yeah, thank you. That's what I was going for. But you know what? I need a horizontal, a pose that might be more horizontal. Let me look through a few more poses before I stick to just one. I might want to find somebody who's a bit more horizontal. Or maybe just to focus on certain body parts. Nobody does horizontal poses. Why isn't anybody doing horizontal poses? So let's check this out. Okay, let's see what. There's an interesting one. And this person is verified. Ah, I like this. All right, we might do this one instead. So we're gonna go. All right, here we go. So look like creatures. Yeah, that's some of the premise of this is to make them look like creatures here. So let's go. Let's grab this brush. We're gonna start a sketch with. You know what? I am absolutely obsessed with this brush. By the way, this is a. This is a Rosemary Co. Pointed round brush. Here's a number 3, and I absolutely love this brush. I need to get more brushes like this. Even though I've ruined it totally, I love using like a badger hair brush, like a very fine hair brush, because it gets very brushy after it starts to come apart, and I just love this like texture for these brushes. So somebody has sent me a message on Kik that is in a totally different language. And I don't know what it says, but anyway, let's go. Whoops. Set that chat. Okay, I've been delaying long enough. Time to sketch out this next figure here. And let's go. Let's move this. And how do I want to start this? I'm going to start with this black, brown, green here in the hair. We're just going to go right here. So Mizu, what'd you work on today, dude? Now that you finished your flower painting, do you feel like you're on track to start your next project, or do you feel like you need a break? How's that going? All right, so now that we've got this color, let's go. Let's actually clean this brush off. With AI, there should be automatic translations on both sides. I know, right? That should be the case, but I need to air out the room because there's a lot of smell coming in. There's a lot of smell coming in. Hey, Scout. No, you're not getting out. You ain't getting out, bud. Trying to figure out a way to keep the kitten from escaping. He is quite the escape artist. And here we go. Let's do. Got this black hair. Clean off the brush. And let's go with a pink yellow with this white here. And we're just gonna go. Somebody yelling outside of my door right now. That's no fun. People always yelling in Los Angeles. Always somebody in Los Angeles yelling about something. Sort of yell at, you know? It's like what a great city. Los Angeles is such an amazing city. That's why people pay so much money to live out here. But there's always people yelling in the streets. What's up with that? I know why. There's a lot of reasons. But just for the sake of discussion, I thought I'd bring that up. So you know what I should be doing? I'm trying to like paint it in already, but I should be just sketching it out rather than trying to paint it all right now. So let's see, this is going to come down. And I use a very thick brush, which is probably not the best way to do things, because what happens is the thickness of the brush creates a lot of issues. This might be good if you're doing like a very large size painting, but like when you do this size of a painting, the detail can get really wacky. And let's go like that. So get the hands right here. And a leg right here. Trying to get out, dude? Stay in here. Stay in here. How do people keep their cats inside? I don't know. And let's see, this leg should come up a bit higher. And now let's go in with some white and some pink, and we can add some details, some light details. And you know what's great about this thing that I'm painting right now is it doesn't require too much. I don't need to get too close to realistic right now. I just need to like get some of the colors in. Actually, I don't need to do any realism whatsoever here. I just need to pretty much get the shapes of everything. Just get the right shapes. Get the right forms. And here's that your day now chilling. If you go live tonight, definitely what to keep it going. Yeah, all right. Oh, you don't know what you got, what you need, what you want to paint? Is that what you're saying? And here we go. So, by the way, people, this is not a painting tutorial as much as it is just me doing a wide variety of paintings here. And some more white. White is the essence of all color. Totally made that up. It's not true. I make up a lot of things. Nothing I say should be taken as total 100% undeniable fact. And let's use this to move some of our color around. We're gonna, actually, you know what? Let's go with some blue here, or grab some of this green. We're going to use it for some of our shadows. with our red here. Go in for some shadows right into here. By the way, I don't know if I've ever said this, but I don't like to paint small. Even though I do it a lot. You know, these are like just things I do. But painting small, just like doing small paintings just doesn't work out with me. It could work out for me. I just don't enjoy it. Another flower or freestyle as an oil painting. Okay. Freestyle. What kind of freestyle paintings do you do? I haven't seen a freestyle painting of yours. I don't think. Alright, let's use a brush that can soften a lot of this. So we're gonna go like so. And let's go. We're gonna go paint around it. Let's use this brush to paint around it. I'm gonna go with yellow. I'm gonna go with the yellow to balance out this, like, actually, you know what? Let's go with a brown yellow. It's a little bit of a brown yellow. It's not a little bit of a brown yellow, that's a lot of brown yellow. So just to darken the space around her. And I don't know if I like this color. How does it look on camera? Camera kind of, I don't really like that color. But let's keep going with it. Let's, you know. Paint around this figure here. And just coming up with composition on the spot. There you go. All right. We're going to come down with this, keeping it very loose, because at the end of the day, we're not going to go too deep with this anyway, as far as, or too much more detail with this anyway. That's what I meant to say. I'm not going to go too much more detail with this. Excuse me. And here we go. So we've got this figure, and we're going to clean off this paint right here. Clean off the paint on this brush right now. And Omizu, you know, it's funny. I was deciding today whether I should just stop talking as much. So for those of you that don't usually watch my streams, recently I'm like, man, I say way too much stupid stuff. Or like, you know, I do a lot of word salads. Because I wanted my stream, the part of the art, to be like stream of consciousness. But sometimes when I try to like tell people about it, I feel really dumb. Like, when I tell people, like, yeah, my live stream is part of the art, I basically do a lot of word salads and ramble on and on for hours and hours. And I know I could, like, position that much smarter. I can, like, describe that in a much more artistic and sexy way. You know, in a way that, like, an art dealer might be like, wow, that's brilliant, you know? But, I don't know, I haven't figured out a way that feels like I'm describing it in an authentic way that also sounds good. I kind of just like word salad, my stream of consciousness word salad, stream of word salad. My live streams where I just talk on and on about just whatever is on my mind about art. But at the same time, you know, I feel like if anyone ever does watch it, they get it. In a way, in this creative way. So, I don't know, I feel conflicted about my current marketing of myself as an artist when it comes to talking about my live stream. You know, because I wanted my live stream, to be its own sort of like performance art outside of just the painting, but to allow the live stream and the talks and just the rambles to be part of it. But you know what? Like, the more and more I talk about it to people, I always question myself in my head when I'm chatting with people who are curious about my work, and when I chat with them, and you know, when I explain it, maybe I wonder, should I not explain it or should I explain it? And often I find in my head, I'm like, that really sounds kind of dumb. I wonder what they think. But you know what? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter what they think. So anyways, I'm just doing a couple more detailed touch-ups just to give the face a little bit more structure. But I probably will just paint over the face here as we go. And then let's bring down a little bit of the neck here. So this is not meant to be a super tight painting. We're just doing enough to get the structure of the body here. And then we will go ahead and totally just transform this into something else. It's gonna look like something else. What is going on there? Okay, cool. Let's see. let's see how we can push this down and get this up there. Who's clicking sounds at my cat? Is he making clicking sounds at you, Pookie? So somebody's making clicking sounds to my cat out my door. It's probably my neighbor. I live in an apartment, so that's not as weird as it sounds, because it's just my neighbor, and since we live in an apartment, they're like right across. But if I was like living in a house, that would be totally much weirder, because it's like, you know, how close does someone have to be to your door to be making clicking sounds? But since I live in an apartment in Los Angeles, it's not that weird. And let's see, since I have committed to this style here, let's go with the red bow. And maybe we can add some bits of yellow throughout the body here. Let me see where I can add some more yellow. Right around the top of the arm maybe. And just around the bottom of the leg here. I really just want to add these strokes of yellow, just that gives us some more pop of color when we do the inevitable color mashup. And let me see, I'll pop in a little bit more black just around the eyes here. Actually, you know what? That's kind of neat. I like having this skull-like black eyes. Kind of like this. I like it. So you know what? Let's go and mess things up here. I want to grab some more blue and some more green. So let me see. I should have a green in here that's already been highly used that I can finally empty out another case. No, that's not been used. Why do I have so many unused green tubes? That's unacceptable. There we go. Here's a green. Use up this light green here. What color is this? This is a permanent green light. And then we're going to pop in some of our ultramarine blue. Lurking in my window playing with my cats. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Alright, so we're going to bring this up right here. I use this little turning key. And very helpful to just get an extra like 10 to 20% of the paint that's already in your tube out. Because if you just use your bare hands, no matter how strong your hands are. Ooh, look at that. There's a little hole in there. High quality tubes are nice, but also high quality tubes can be hard to twist. So there's like a trade-off. And there we go. So a little bit of a trade-off with these high quality tubes. Let's keep this tube twister on. We're going to keep it on just for the sake of painting. And I want to add some sections of blue, these little pops of blue and green. Actually, you know what? Maybe we could do that after. What should I do? Experimental. Get some of this black. I want to get this black in the hair again. And then maybe add some shadows, like, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Let's add some shadows. Let's take this black. We're going to add some shadow in the body just to create like an outline here. Not necessary for this, but, you know, I just want to experiment, see what we get when we do, as we do this. Set a little shadow right there. And get a little outline around the top of the leg right there. You know, it's funny. Our neighbors are. I believe myself and our neighbors are pretty close with us. At least the one that was playing with my cat. And as soon as I looked out, he kind of like. I heard the door shut. So I don't know if that's like if he felt embarrassed that he was making clicking sounds at our cat or what. But all right, here we go. Let's You know, it's funny because like technical stuff, when you do work that's very technical, you kind of know what you're doing, even though you're messing up. Even if you're doing poorly technically, you can kind of see that it's not looking right. But there's the catch with this type of painting is the fact that you're purposely messing it up, but you got to make it purposely mess it up. It's like not a technical. There's no like rule book on how to mess up your paintings, how to like, you know, do this type of work and like scratch your paintings up. So because there's no rule book, you can't really know what's sticking. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really know if this looks right or good because there's no like technical rule book as to how to accomplish it or how it should look. Sure, there's artists you can copy, but there's rarely ever like, you know, a specific way of. There's no like Bob Ross that teaches you how to mess up a painting. So not mess up a painting, but transform a figure, express yourself on a figure. So because there's no rule book, sometimes you just like. You just got to figure it out for yourself. You know, you just got to experiment. So this is like the scary part, you know, because if you're painting tightly with, you know, a lot of technical skill, of course, there's a lot of skill involved, but at the same time, you know, like what needs to look like what, right? You know how things need to look. You can paint over it as much time as you need. But for something like this, if you're gonna draw over something, you really don't always know. There's no books. I'm like trying to figure out where I want to start, how I want to do this. Kind of like the face being like a pale white. Oh, you know what? I saw a cool technique the other day. Basically, you just like put a bunch of paint on the face. Some thick layers of paint on the face. Add some red. Ah, there we go. And let's see how we do this. We can spiral it. And see, we can add some of this color down here. Do some finger painting. And let's see. Let's find a very scratchy brush. And I want to drag some of this. Just want to drag. There we go. Let's see what we're gonna do with some paint here. So I got some paint. And let's go. I feel like I gotta use this like dental floss. I grabbed a little too much. So I wanna go. That didn't really do anything, huh? That might, by the way, note to self, maybe use tape as a way of duplicating things next to each other. So if I paint really thickly, I feel like if I was to use tape and I could just like cut, like pull off a specific section, I can just duplicate it. But anyway, that's not working. Note to self, I don't know if that's true, if I can actually do that. Probably not, but it sounds like a good idea, right? It sounds like it would work in theory. And here we go. You know what I think is interesting is, what do I think is interesting? I was about to say something. Something that I think was smart, but I did not. I totally forgot what I was going to say. That's what happens. That's what happens, people. You forget what you're going to say if you don't say it right away. Let's see. Maybe add some more highlight. Maybe add some more white to this. If I can only remember what I was gonna say. What was I was just talking about or thinking about how I'm going to mess this up with tape. And don't remember what I was gonna say. Darn. It sounded good while I was thinking about it. Gosh, doesn't that annoy you people? It's like you feel like you got something cool to say, and then like you get distracted and you totally forget, and it makes you feel like insecure too, like insecure about your own memories. Like, you know, I feel like, am I dumb? Am I losing my memory? Do I have ADHD? You know, it makes me like feel insecure anytime I like forget something. When I you know, like walking into a room and I thought I had something like useful to say, but it ends up just being like not, I just totally forget before I even like enter. Here we go. Here's a secret. I'm gonna use some old ass underwear that I wore to a party once as like a gag, and this is many years ago. Let's go. Just finally decided to retire it. see how we can use this. All right, enough about my insecurities, people. I gotta stop revealing my deepest, darkest fears and ideas. Gotta stop telling people what my nightmares are. All right, so let's do this. Take a photo of it. Upload it to X. And let's go. Here we go. By the way, I wanted to title this "You Should Paint." So if anybody's asking themselves the question, "Should I paint?" The answer is yes. You should paint. Do it. Should you make art? Yes. Just do it. Alright, gazoon tight to me. So this doesn't feel balanced. I feel like I need another thing right there. So let me find one more painting here. You see, one more, maybe one more model, and then something sticking out from that side is what I need right now. Something sticking out from the side here. So let's see what I could find that's like that would make a good placement. Ah, there we go. This is a verified user, which is perfect. Let me see. I'm trying to find my next reference idea. I've seen a couple that I liked, but I want to find one that like fits well into this. That is either just some parts. Okay, so they're not verified, so I can't do them. They're posting, not verified, not verified. That's not gonna work. Not verified. Not verified. A lot of photos that I could possibly use, but okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, we're gonna use this one. These are perfect for right here. So we're gonna grab our black now. We're gonna use our black. We're just gonna carve out a shape. Let's just do right here. Oh, speaking of which, I should have my other chat window up. I should kick chat window so I can actually see if people are chatting. Let's see. 2 viewers on Kick. All right. So first time using streaming on Kick. So bear with me if things aren't perfect. And let's go. Let's enlarge these actually. We've got some extra space here. We're gonna go larger. Go big or go home, right? That's what they say, go big or go home. So we're gonna start this right here. Let's go. Oh no, these are too close. Oh no, actually, you know what? Once I add in the shadow and everything, they should be about a good distance. And you know what? It doesn't always matter because we're gonna mess it up anyway. We're gonna mess these up anyway. Mess this painting up anyway. I keep saying mess up like it's actually messing up, but we're turning it into what I'm expecting it to be, what it's supposed to be. So we're gonna have right here, and then we're gonna go bring in some of this dark brown into the hair area right here. So we're gonna get some hair right here. And from here, let's go ahead and clean off this brush. And, we're all adults here, so what this project is basically a series of paintings based on people who post their photos on r/drawmensfw. So that's Reddit drawmensfw. That's the sub that I'm making these people's paintings based off of. And they submit their photos, they verify that they are who they say they are. They submit their photos to be drawn. And of course, as you can tell by the name, if you've been on the internet for at least a couple of years, you know that NSFW means not safe for work. If you don't know that, I don't know what you've been on the internet for, but it's not adult content. So that's probably a good thing, but that you don't do that. However, just letting you know that there are forums on Reddit that do that. And here we go. Just going into here, I'll go ahead and paint this, and then get the arm, get the face right here. This and this other one right around here. Comes out right there. Yes. Yes, this is a female body here. And I'm pretty much picking mostly anybody that I believe like fits the composition of what we're going. So not necessarily male, just male or female. You know, obviously mostly females. But as far as you know, who gets painted, sometimes it's a compositional thing. Sometimes it is a personal preference. Sometimes it is just the photo. And here we go. Let's go up with this. We're gonna have some of these colors up here. And we're going to add some more white into this just to show a separation of these feminine parts, just to show some separation here. But we're not going to go too tight into detail because we will do some crazy things to this. But for now, I do want to capture some of the elements of this. And you know what, instead of using white, I should probably grab some yellow here, and let's just go around and, you know, highlight around some of the areas with yellow. And this yellow will go up, just painting very roughly and loosely. And then in a few moments we're going to go into this. Let's throw down the rest of this color here, the rest of this paint. Oh, you know what? I should add some red, pink, just to add these right here. Oh, does anybody want to see a cat cam? Here's our kitty camera. Can you see the kitty right there? The kitten? Let's see. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. Oh, there he is. This is our kitty cam. Hey, Scout. Scout, look up here. What's up, bud? How you doing? You can just barely see him by his eyes. He's kind of sleepy. There's our kitty camera. All right. You've done enough modeling for your day. There's our kitty camera. And yes, we are painting those red. They don't need to be red, but we're just painting them red because the red will help make colors pop once we need to. But for now, let me pour some of this. Throw off some of this color here. And we're going to grab our black here. That's going to go right into our dress. So very thick amounts of paint right here. And let's see, how do we go? He's being camera shy. Scout, why are you being camera shy, dude? Scout, why are you being camera shy? I think I disrupted his sleep. No, now he wants to hide behind the box. So let's go like this. Got our black. So here's the problem with using this much black on the body, is that when I do finally start to mush everything around, when I start to mush everything around, it's going to create a lot of black paint into the rest of the area, which can be a challenge to work with. And what I want to do here is I want to bring our green in. We got this beautiful light green. Let's mix it with some of our yellow here. And we're just gonna mix it right on the canvas, right there. Let's just get that right onto the canvas right away. Let's go. Whoop. Let's go with this lime green color here. Why green? Go green, right? That's what they say, go green. Go green. So we're going to go up into this brown here, bring down some of the hair. She's without a face. By the way, this is not a... So there might be some people that say, that get upset at me for painting a woman with just her feminine parts, but not the head. And I can imagine someone getting upset about that. But I just want to say that the actual image that I have itself, the model did not want to show their face. So, you know, it is what it is. And that's why this image does not have a face. Now, there is a chance. Now, I'm not saying that I would have never excluded the face from a painting like this. I might have, as a creative choice. But as far as this piece goes, this was a combination of creative choice of the model as well as my creative choice. So just consider that. So we've got some black on here. Here we go. Let's go bring back some of the screen. Now let's clean this brush off. See, everybody's distracted by these, but they don't see this wonderful little creature right there. That is the power of distraction. The power of, it's like magic, you know. What do they call it? Not sleight of hand, but misdirection. The art of misdirection. I'm trying to keep you all distracted from the kitten by looking at the painting, when the reality is the kitten is probably the most interesting part here of this live stream. So here we go. Cleaning off this brush is a little bit harder than I thought it would be. And let's go. I think we've actually done pretty well with this on a first try. I don't need to do too much more. I guess the neck. Yeah, I mean the neck's okay. Maybe bring, I'm just gonna add a little bit of a face, more face down. I'm gonna bring some more of the face down just to give it the shape and add some more color into the chest right there. And here we go. So we all know what those are. Now it's time to have our way with this painting. So I'm actually going to add a couple highlights of red. So I just want to highlight a red right here. And another highlight of red right here. And actually, you know what? Let's keep one of these. Let's make one of these like a just like thick paints, blue. Add some green. And then we're going to bring in some more red into here. give it the Christmas colors. And let's see how that feels. I'm gonna go around. Let's start with some white. White's always a good color to add streaks with. So we're gonna grab our white. We're just gonna go let's see how this rolls. We're gonna go roll this down. Roll it across. Actually didn't do anything except pick up the paint. I think what you do is you have to drag it across. Oh yeah, it actually kind of did something, huh? A little roller pad. Let's take this red, go like that. Let's grab a little bit more red. Let's bring back some of our red. Grab our yellow on one side. Red on the other. Let's use this to give it a nice spread. We need something to go around the arm here, so we're going to grab a nice red pink. Grab a red yellow. I'm just going to go. You know what? We can go. Let's clean off our. Gotta wipe off our gloves here, so I can start our next piece. We're going to upload this one too. Where's that reference? Step up, Scout! Dude, get away. Why would you... Don't get up all in the paints, okay? Don't do that. It's not good for you. Go away. Alright. Hey! No! Bad. No. Do not play with the paint. Here. Clean your paws off. Come here, bud. Let's go clean your paws off and get you off this table. Kitty guy needs a wiping. Baby wiping. All right. If you have kittens, try different paints. Try to keep them away from oil paints. Come on, Pokey. Here's the other troublemaker. This other one's a troublemaker too. All right. There we go. Disciplining young kittens. And we got one more. We got space for one more here. Let's go, I got space for one more, maybe two more. Gonna find the right pose for this. I don't know what it would look like. Hmm. So this is like some bad planning by me, because I should have figured out how to do this corner before before starting it. Let's see, what can I do? I mean, I could just paint a portion of a body. Let's see. Still looking for a body shape here. Ah, this might be good. All right. So we're going to go like this. All right, let's sketch this figure out. And we're going to do mostly yellows and this pinkish color. Let's just start like this. So this is going to be the center line. And then we're going to go this image looks photo edited from my angle, which nothing wrong with being photo edited. Nothing wrong with somebody being photo edited, right? Just find it interesting to actually notice the issues. And right here, we go the nose. And let's see, can everybody see that, what we're doing right there? Let's raise this camera up a bit. I'm gonna bring it back to this side since there's no more kittens on the table. And here we go. So I'm gonna go down. This, it's okay if this part comes apart. We're not painting the whole thing. We're gonna let a lot of it disappear actually. So head to chest is 1, and then chest, head to chest is 1, pectorals is 1, and then some abs, and then the belly button we're gonna get right here, and then we're gonna get even lower, get a nice little section right here, and then call this that section. Oops, what zoom level did I just have it at? Uh-oh. I think this is about it, right? Let's zoom out one time. I think that was about it. Okay, that was it. Oh, dang, come on. All right, this should be about it. And then once we come down here, we're gonna go same color. I'm gonna go down like so. And then let's flesh out the form here. Form's gonna come down. We're gonna get some shape right here for the quadriceps. And we're going to get a shape over here that's going to come down and around. And then I'm just going to let this body disappear. Actually, you know what? We're going to bring this shape up, the calf in. We're just going to let it disappear over here. We're going to elongate this body just for the sake of this painting, and just allow this figure to basically be right here. So we're going to go ahead. Let's start from the top. Oh, stop zooming in and out. We're going to start from the top here. And let's go ahead and bring in mostly yellow. We're going to start with just lots of yellow here. So lots of yellow. Add some more white into this yellow right here. And for those of you that may or be wondering, I use a lot of white because there's a lot of highlights on all of these figures. I can only go by, you know, the majority of people, whatever references people submit to this. And yeah, so whatever references people submit, I go through them and I try to find the ones that I believe work well. You know, interesting poses. People who, you know, look like they want to be painted and aren't just like, I mean, I guess that's kind of hard to judge. who wants to be painted? I mean, they're all posting their photos to be painted. But, you know, there's some people that are like professional models, and then, you know, some people who are not the artist types, who just want to see themselves painted versus actually getting professional models, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna go into this here. Let's go with some blue. I'm just gonna go blue right here. And as we paint this in, we get all these body colors. We're gonna get the beard coming down right over here. And let's go around the front of the bicep, around this way to the side of the pectoralis muscle. Come on the inside. I don't want to get too much more into detail as far as how these figures are, how this part of the body is looking. I do want to give it just enough detail so that it has like a cool, has like the right colors in it, but I'm not necessarily going for an overly realistic style. If I'm not even going for like a semi-realistic style, honestly. Pretty much going just to get some of the color zones down around the face. I like to, you know, at least do a quick sketch over this, even though we eventually really change it up. I at least want to do this quick sketch of it. Even though we change it up and do some other things with it. It's nice to be able to just quickly do a rendering. Now let's grab a whole lot of white. We're just gonna go down. Here's some pec muscle. I'm gonna go with the abdominals. And then that's gonna come down to the and we're gonna get a little bit of a shadow. So we're going to go for a little bit of a shadow here. And we're going to come down the side, just like so. Let's grab this shadow again, pick up a little bit of this blue. And just making the shadow with like a green, white, and blue, or yellow, white, and blue. Just to get the feel for it. I'm just going to come around like so. Let me find where the rest of the shadow goes. Definitely along the outside here, so wherever this is coming down, we're going to come down with this shadow piece. And just basically along this entire side of the body, pretty much. We can just go down with this. Use this. I just love this brush. I use this brush way too much. Let's go right like this, grab some of this color again, this yellow, and just to keep the shadow going. Bring this down right into here. Give it the look right here. And just keeping this section like super loose. Maybe I could even get closer. You guys can see even better what I'm doing in this little corner right here. So you can pretty much figure out what's happening as we start to add in these greens. I'm just keeping it really rough. I'm not, you know, I know that I'm going to do this whole like scrape and transform thing, so I really just want to get, I usually use this as like an opportunity to just get through a lot of looking at the color transformations and the color changes and experimenting with colors. But I could probably keep it even less even looser than this and just like add really flat colors, but I don't feel like doing that. I like to do just a little bit more. And let's see, we got this. We should really go with a red now. Let's go with this red, pink, yellow. Grab some white. What are you doing, Scout? Alright, now let's go for this figure. Grab some more of this white. Bring it into this area right here. Maybe I grab some more yellow too. And we're just gonna come down. Pretty much give this a similar abdominal muscles as that side. And just let this go down the figure here. Go down the figure and just add this color in. Add a streak of white around the side right here as we come down the leg here, as the leg goes down. As we come, bring our form down the leg here. Add some highlight to this side. And still allowing ourselves to be pretty loose with it. Doing enough so that we can get the forms, but you know, not so much that it's gonna take so long that the plan is to finish this tonight, actually. That is the plan. So plans don't always go to plan, but most likely I will be finishing this tonight. It's only 9. Oh yeah, it's already 8. It's only 8:51, so got a little bit more time. As far as this piece goes, as far as this piece goes, you know, round this out a bit and make it look more natural. As far as this piece goes, I'm gonna pretty much be done by this evening. Again, just staying really loose. I'll probably add a highlight around the front of this right here. Just to separate the arm a little bit better. Probably don't need it that much. I'm just filling in some of these spaces. But, you know, we could tell that that is a nude man, a naked male figure. And you know what we need to do? We need to add something here, just like we've done with the others. Go right here, and then right here. Maybe we'll do yellow on this one, just to make it pop a little bit more. And we do want to add some yellow onto here, just to give it some more color here. Maybe we'll add some blue. Let's try some blue and see what happens. And add some shadow right into there. Shadow right there. Gotta highlight this beard a bit more. I'm almost done with this. I just want to highlight a couple more areas before I fill in the rest of the space. And ultimately, I could just keep working this for like however long I need, but you know, just to keep in line with this whole concept of this painting, I'm just going to paint in the rest of it now, paint in the background, and from there, we'll pretty much be done with this once I move into the destruction of our figures. And I keep using negative connotations for messing up these figures. There's got to be a better way expressing myself. Expressions, these movements of expression throughout these figures is what I should say. Because messing it up sounds so bad. And we're not messing it up. We're just changing it. We're doing expression. Doing some expressions. And now I gotta figure out a good color to stick here. What's a good color? I want to darken a red. So find a darkened red here. So let me mix our red right here. Grab the remaining of our black right here. So find like a red brown as opposed to our yellow brown. And let's just go into here. Let's just go in and start to mold up. Oh. Oh man. All right. Well. Wow, so red, I love browns that have red in it. I'm realizing that right now. The reds that have brown, so I made this brown with a bit of red, and I really like it. I like the way that it's turned out. Jeez, kitties. What's going on, kitties? Why do you gotta be so destructive? Kittens. Can you be less destructive, please? The answer is no, obviously. They cannot be less destructive. However, I can ask, right? You don't get anything that you don't ask for. As they say, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So take that shot. Here we go. We're gonna bring in this here and just start to mix up this red brown. It's almost like a purple brown to this section right here. Let's grab some more of this. Maybe grab some more red. Bring that in. Get more of a red brown. Grab some of this. Darken it a bit. And we're going to go right here. Soften that. And you know, we can merge some of this. So it becomes a very unusual, like, emergence of these two figures. I really like this color though. I should remember the recipe. It's like dark brown or red. I like it a lot. But let's see how we can carve this. Maybe we can carve the neck down right here. Carve it around. Just add some extra shadow. Let's see right here. And then we're gonna go that right there. And that down and around and around. And bam, bam, boom. I'm really just gonna fill in the spaces. Usually I wouldn't just like fill in the spaces just by using this brush because it's got like this color on it. But I'm not too worried right now about like the specific I'm not too worried about how what's it called? About filling in the spaces with the correct color. Because in a second here, we're going to go and totally change this up. So actually, let me add some of this brown into here. I really like it. I really like this color, and I feel like it could be like a good like unifying color for a lot of these, you know, for a lot of this actually. Good unifying color for this area down here. Bring this around the yellow. All right, let's clean this brush off. And time to clean this brush off. Let's do this. Yeah, I really love where this this piece is at. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go, let's see, I'm gonna take a yellow, I'm gonna take a nice chunk of blue. Let's grab a nice little chunk of blue here. Actually, a chunk of, yeah, blue. Blue works. Let's take our blue. We're just gonna go and then let's grab our red. I'm gonna grab some of this color that we had. Gonna go and it's actually go like this. And let's grab some white here. Can always use some white. You know what? I'm going to use this to grab our white. And grab this big chunk of white right here. And we're just going to go around the arm like so. And let's grab some green. Let's grab some yellow. I'm gonna roll this through our yellow here. Oh, that's not really rolling. There we go. I'm gonna roll this through our yellow. Needs more yellow. I think using sponges as some sort of interesting rolling brush can come up with some really cool effects. And now that we have that, you know what? I don't really like the spongy effect just yet, and it's got to be like, it's got to be smoother. It's got to be smoothed out a bit. And I want to add something here. Give a highlight. Maybe add some blue as well. We're gonna add a bunch of colors right here. Let's add some blue. Let's add some more yellow. And let's find a way to bring around some of our shadow and our shape here. You know, I don't like this little chunk of swirly blue right here, so I gotta find another way to turn this into an expression. This piece right here, how do we make an expression out of this? I don't really know. Let's go. There we go. That's nice, right? And then we'll spread this down. You know what? I think this figure needs some of this. This figure didn't get as much attention because I was still, when I first started on her, she was the first one, the first failure. I'm just kidding, not a failure. She's not a failure. She was the first person to get this special touch. And it was experimental. And just want to thank her for that. But here we go. Let's go clean off our brushes. We're done with this piece. I should add my signature somewhere, right? Let's add a signature. Where do I want to add a signature? I'm going to grab this red. Got a lot of our blue. And I could probably put it somewhere dry. There's probably somewhere dry that I can put this. And it's probably up here. So we're going to go E dot oh, can't even see where I put my signature. That's okay. So let's actually add some reds around here. We're going to add some expressions around our figure here before we finish with this piece. We have so many colors left on our paintbrush. This color, I'm gonna go black. Oh, excuse me, I've been breathing in paint fumes for the last... How long has this stream been going? 2 hours. Breathing in paint fumes for 2 hours will make you cough just a little bit. Alright. Rinsing all my brushes off. Getting all the paint off. And then I'm going to wipe them down. I usually clean my supplies pretty much after every time I change colors. I pretty much clean my brush. But you know what? I still haven't figured out the best system to clean my brushes, because no matter what, if I leave my brush for like even a day or two, the brush will go not go bad, but the brush will start to dry too fast. So my brushes tend to dry really fast, and if there's like any bit of paint on it, it can create a lot of issues. So, you know, this one brush done. Brush number 2. Like, I still haven't found the right system to clean brush just right if you paint every day. If you paint every day, you're not going to go to a sink and clean your brush off. I mean, maybe you do. I don't. You know, if you have a studio, I think that makes sense. If you have a studio and your studio has like an industrial sink nearby, and you could just like go to that industrial sink and just clean your brushes off in the sink with some nice water and a good brush soap. But if you don't, you have to find other ways to keep your paintbrushes good. But especially if you're painting every day, you know, I think the big struggle is trying not to let your paint dry too much on the brush. So, you know, if you're painting every day, that's not too bad. It also depends on how many brushes you have. At least that's my experience, is like if I paint every day and I use the same brushes, it's okay. But if I paint like every 2 or 3 days, every other day, I guess is how that would be said. If I paint like every other day, then what happens is, you know, if I don't use the brushes at least every other day, they can get dried over and have some issues. So anyways, this is my Reddit r/drawmensfw. This is painting number 2 of the series. So this is number 2. I have number 1 already completed, waiting to dry. It'll probably be totally dry in like a week or so. This one probably needs a couple days, maybe another week or 2 as well. But we are finished, everybody. This is complete. This is a complete painting here. We can do a little zoom out and scoping it out of this whole painting here. So from top to bottom, let's do top to bottom. Let me get my face out of there so it's not as distracting. Actually, we get closer. Let's get closer, shall we? So here we go, from top to bottom. Boom. Top to bottom. And with that, everybody, hope you all have a great day. I'm going to be done painting for now. And we'll be back probably tomorrow, hopefully. And if you are watching this right now, I'm assuming that Omizu Paints, the other artist who has been here, he's probably going to stream later today or maybe tomorrow or whenever. But be sure to check out his streams as well. And he does some interesting paintings. And with that, everybody, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.